Okay, so you're prepping for an accountant interview. Congrats. I bet you're feeling that mix of excitement and what if they ask me about that?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We're going to tackle those what-ifs head-on today
We are.
using RoleCatcher's accountant career and interview guides.
Awesome resources.
Think of this deep dive as your secret weapon to ace that interview.
Absolutely. We'll break down those common questions,
Yeah.
the thinking behind them, and how to craft answers that really shine.
Plus, we'll sprinkle in some insider insights about the field itself,
Love it.
like this little gem from the career guide. Did you know accountant has tons of alternative job titles?
Oh, really?
Some are super obvious,
Right.
but others, well, let's just say you might be surprised.
Interesting.
We'll unpack that later so you're ready for anything.
It's all about being prepared for those curveballs.
Exactly.
And speaking of being prepared, let's talk about AI and recruitment.
Okay.
The career guide highlights how AI is becoming more common in the initial screening of applications.
So how do we make sure your application stands out to those AI gatekeepers?
That's where RoleCatcher comes in.
Ah, yes.
It decodes what those AI recruiters were looking for and helps you tailor your application to hit all the right notes.
Sounds pretty handy.
It is.
But it's not just about getting past the bots.
Nope.
You've got to shine in the actual interview, too.
You do.
Right? The human element is still key.
Definitely.
And that means being able to confidently discuss your skills.
For sure.
So let's dive into some common interview questions.
Okay.
The interview guide says the most frequent one is, can you explain your experience in financial statement preparation?
It's a classic for a reason.
Why is that?
Financial statements are the heart of accounting.
Okay.
But remember, the interviewer is digging deeper than just your tasks.
Oh, I see.
They want to see your understanding of accounting principles and your ability to organize and present complex financial data clearly.
So it's not just about listing software you've used or processes you've followed. You need to show them you understand the why behind it all.
Exactly. Think about how you've used your knowledge to analyze financial statements,
Okay.
identify trends, or even spot potential red flags.
Ooh, getting fancy.
Maybe you caught an error that saved the company money.
Nice.
Or you helped a client make a more informed financial decision based on your analysis.
Those are some good examples.
They are.
Those are the kind of stories that will make you stand out.
Absolutely.
And this is where RoleCatcher's AI shines.
Yes.
It provides sample responses tailored to different experience levels
Very helpful.
and gives you personalized feedback to refine your unique answers.
It's like having a personal interview coach in your pocket.
I like it. Now, another question they might ask is, how do you manage accounts payable and receivable? This one seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
What are they really looking for here?
It's about more than just processing invoices.
Oh, okay.
They want to see your organizational skills, attention to detail, and ability to follow established procedures.
So pretty important stuff.
Yes, very.
Think about a specific example where you had to resolve a discrepancy or navigate a tricky situation with a vendor or client.
Good idea.
So they might follow up with, tell me about a time you had to deal with a difficult client related to an invoice discrepancy.
Exactly. Be ready to share how you approached the situation, the steps you took to resolve it, and the outcome.
So being prepared with those stories is really key here.
It is.
Remember, it's about showcasing your problem-solving skills and your ability to maintain professionalism under pressure.
Right.
And again, RoleCatcher can help you craft those answers using AI to analyze your response and provide tailored feedback based on the specific job description.
Such a valuable resource.
Now let's talk taxes.
Everyone's favorite topic.
Almost every accounting interview will include a question about your experience in tax preparation and compliance.
True.
Oh yeah, taxes can't escape those.
Nope. Yeah.
What should our listener focus on when answering this question?
They'll want to see your knowledge of tax laws and regulations, but also your ability to handle complex situations. Think about a time you had to research a specific tax issue or help a client navigate a challenging tax scenario.
So instead of just listing the types of tax returns you prepared,
Yeah.
you could say something like, I once helped a client restructure their business to take advantage of new tax incentives,
Perfect example.
which ultimately saved them thousands of dollars.
Exactly. Showcase your problem-solving skills and your ability to apply your tax knowledge to real-world situations.
I like it. Now be prepared for a follow-up question about how you stay updated on constantly changing tax laws.
Oh, yes. Good point.
So how do you stay current?
Good question.
It's not enough to just say, I read stuff. Right.
Right. The career guide suggests mentioning professional organizations you belong to,
Okay.
like the American Institute of CPAs or the Institute of Management Accountants.
Those are good ones.
There are.
These organizations provide access to industry news continuing education courses and valuable networking opportunities.
Yes, they do.
So it's not just about what you learn,
Yep.
but also about connecting with other professionals and staying plugged into the accounting community.
For sure.
That makes a lot of sense.
It does.
And don't forget about certifications.
Oh, yes. Those are important.
Earning designations like the CPA, CA, CMA, or CIA demonstrates your expertise and commitment to the profession.
Exact.
These certifications show potential employers that you're serious about your career
Right.
and that you're invested in staying at the top of your game.
They do.
Okay, so we've covered professional organizations and certifications.
Mm-hmm.
What else can our listener do to stay ahead of the curve?
Well, reading industry publications, attending conferences, and even following thought leaders on social media are all great ways to stay informed about the latest developments in accounting and finance.
So it's all about being a proactive learner, constantly seeking out new information and perspectives.
Exactly.
And luckily, there are so many ways to do that these days.
There are.
You can find resources online, attend webinars, listen to podcasts. The possibilities are endless.
They are.
And remember, RoleCatcher's Career Guide provides links to various external resources,
Oh, yes, it does.
professional organizations, and even online courses to help you stay ahead of the curve.
So helpful.
It's like having a personalized roadmap for professional development.
It is. It is a personalized roadmap.
Okay, so we've talked about the technical side of staying up to date,
Right.
but what about those softer, more personal questions that might come up in an interview?
Yeah.
You know, the ones that give you a chance to showcase your personality and connect with the interviewer on a human level.
Right.
Exactly. They might ask about your hobbies, your interests, or even your favorite books or movies.
Yeah.
It's a chance for you to relax, connect with the interviewer, and show them that you're a well-rounded individual.
Right. It's about showing them the whole you, not just your resume.
But remember, it's still important to be professional and keep your answers relevant to the workplace.
You're sure.
You don't want to get too personal or share anything that might be seen as unprofessional.
Definitely not.
So how do we strike that balance between being authentic and being professional?
I think the key is to think about how your hobbies or interests might relate to your work ethic, your problem-solving skills, or your ability to learn and adapt.
So give me an example.
For example, if you're passionate about volunteering,
Mm-hmm.
you could talk about how that experience has strengthened your teamwork and communication skills.
Or if you're a big reader,
Yeah.
you could mention how that helps you stay informed about industry trends or develop your analytical thinking skills.
Right. It's all about finding those connections and showcasing those aspects of your personality
Yeah,
that make you a valuable asset to their team.
that's a great point.
Hmm?
Those get-to-know-you questions are also a chance for you to learn more about the company culture
Yes, definitely.
and see if it's a good fit for you.
Absolutely. It's a two-way street.
It is. Okay, now before we move on to the next section, I want to circle back to something you mentioned earlier
Okay.
about the different career paths available to accountants.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what those career stages might look like?
Of course, the career guide does a great job of outlining those different stages
Okay.
and the skills you'll need to develop at each level.
Okay.
It starts with entry-level positions like junior or staff accountant, where you'll focus on building your technical skills and gaining practical experience.
So those early years are all about learning the ropes and establishing a solid foundation.
Exactly.
What comes next?
As you gain experience and expertise, you might progress to roles like senior accountant,
Okay.
where you'll take on more responsibility, manage more complex tasks, and potentially even supervise junior staff.
So there's a natural progression towards leadership and management roles as you move up the ladder.
Absolutely. And from there, you might move into roles like manager or even financial controller,
Okay.
where you'll be responsible for overseeing entire departments developing budgets and making strategic financial decisions.
So there's definitely room for growth and advancement in this field. And the career guide provides real-world examples of what each stage entails, right?
It does.
So you can actually picture yourself moving up the ladder.
Exactly. It helps you understand the skills and experience you'll need to develop to advance in your career and gives you a roadmap for your professional journey.
That's incredibly helpful. Now, I'm curious, are there any specific skills or qualities that are particularly important
Yeah.
for those looking to advance into leadership positions in the accounting field?
Well, in addition to those strong technical skills, leadership roles often require strong communication and interpersonal skills.
Okay.
You'll need to be able to effectively communicate with your team, your clients, and senior management.
So those soft skills that we talked about earlier become even more critical as you move up the ladder.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the importance of problem-solving and decision-making skills.
Okay.
Leaders in the accounting field need to be able to analyze complex situations, identify potential risks, and make sound judgments that align with the organization's goals.
It sounds like a challenging but also very rewarding path.
Absolutely. And remember, RoleCatcher offers resources to help you at every stage of your career journey.
That's right.
Their career guide provides tips on networking, professional development, and even starting your own accounting practice.
It's amazing how comprehensive their resources are.
It is.
It really is like having a personal career coach right there in your pocket.
It is.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
We've talked about interview preparation, career progression, staying up to date.
Yep.
And even some of the softer, more personal aspects of the job.
We've explored the technical skills, the soft skills, the interview process, the work environment,
Yes.
and the importance of ethics and continuous learning.
And we've highlighted how RoleCatcher can be an invaluable resource throughout the job search process and beyond.
Absolutely.
It's truly an amazing tool for anyone looking to navigate the world of accounting and finance.
Exactly. It's like having a whole team of interview experts and career coaches right there in your pocket.
Well said. Now, as we approach the final part of our deep dive, I want to shift our focus to something that's often overlooked, but incredibly important.
Okay.
The work environment itself.
Ah, yes. The career guide does touch on this in the work environment section,
Right.
describing the various settings where accountants might find themselves.
So let's paint a picture for our listener.
Okay.
Where might they end up working if they pursue a career in accounting? What kind of environment can they expect?
Okay.
Where might they end up working if they pursue a career in accounting? What kind of environment can they expect?
Well, the most common setting is probably an office environment.
Okay.
Whether it's a traditional accounting firm, a corporate finance department, or a government agency.
So think desks, computers, maybe a few file cabinets.
Right.
The classic office setup.
Yeah,
But I imagine it's not always about crunching numbers in a cubicle, right?
you're right. Accountants often have the opportunity to work with clients directly.
Oh, interesting.
Whether it's individuals, businesses, or nonprofit organizations,
That adds a whole other dimension to the job.
it does.
So there's a potential for a good mix of solo work and collaboration.
Yes, definitely.
And I'm guessing the specific work environment can vary quite a bit depending on the size and culture of the organization.
Absolutely. A small accounting firm might have a more close-knit and collaborative atmosphere,
Okay.
while a large corporation might have a more structured and hierarchical environment.
And then there's the whole remote work trend.
Oh, yeah.
I bet more and more accounting jobs are offering flexible work arrangements these days.
You're absolutely right. With advancements in technology, it's easier than ever for accountants to work remotely,
Makes sense.
either from home or from co-working spaces.
So there's a lot of variety in terms of work settings and arrangements.
There is.
It's all about finding the environment that best suits your personality and work style.
Exactly. And during the interview process, it's a good idea to ask questions about the company culture and the work environment
Okay.
to make sure it's a good fit for you.
Yes, good point.
You might ask about things like work-life balance, opportunities for professional development, or the company's approach to teamwork and collaboration.
Those are great questions to keep in mind.
They are.
Because at the end of the day, you want to find a place where you feel valued, supported, and inspired to do your best work.
Absolutely. A positive work environment can make all the difference in your job satisfaction and overall well-being.
Well, I think we've covered just about everything our listener needs to know to not only prepare for that accountant interview,
Right.
but also to really envision themselves thriving in this career.
I agree. We've explored the technical skills, the soft skills, the interview process, career progression, the work environment,
Yes.
and even the importance of ethics and continuous learning.
And of course, we've highlighted how RoleCatcher can be an invaluable resource throughout the job search process and beyond.
Absolutely.
It's truly an amazing tool for anyone looking to navigate the world of accounting and finance.
Exactly. It's like having a personal career coach and a team of expert interviewers right there in your pocket.
To our listener out there who's gearing up for that big interview, I just want to say we're so excited for you. You've taken the time to prepare. You've gained valuable insights from this deep dive.
Yes.
And you're clearly committed to making this career a success.
But remember, it's not just about landing the job. It's about finding a place where you can thrive, grow, and make a meaningful contribution to the world of finance.
We have no doubt that you have what it takes to excel in this field. So go out there, shine brightly, and make us proud.
And don't be a stranger. Let us know how it goes.
Yeah.
We're always here to celebrate your successes and support you along the way.
That's right. We're cheering you on every step of the way. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of accounting. And until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep reaching for the stars.